Everybody, and welcome to today's episode of Oracles of Theleston, episode 16, Making of a Thelestonan 3. We are back with the III returning again to give Harold Baker a little bit more definition and kind of a little bit more reason for him to be the character he is chosen for the situation he's been chosen, or at some point will be chosen for, depending on however the person who'd be running the campaign would want to do it. If you just start forced into it, or if you got to get, work your way in. Should be an interesting sort of thing to see, and maybe at some point we will actually fill it out a little bit and use this character for something in this scenario. But we're going to talk a little bit more about where he lives and the actual residence, and also take the character first through the character creator prototype app, and kind of get a more official version of the character sheet than the Google Doc that you folks have been seeing in the past. So, we got a lot to go through. How have you folks been the past couple of weeks? A lot of interesting stuff with the first P&P session and everything going on.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We had our first session that Paul and I were lucky enough to be part of, and it's pretty exciting. Character creation went well. Everyone kind of helped that everyone already had their ideas basically formed, and then it was just kind of putting them through the character creator or kind of refining them. As is typical, even when you kind of come in with a relatively ready character into a new game, it's interesting to see how much you end up refining them within the first, even 20 minutes. You start hearing other people discuss things, you really pare it down. I had a shotgun blast of skills and everything, just at ones and twos, and struggling to get a 3 here and there. And I realized as I was going through it in my head, was able to pare it down quite a bit. So that was nice. But as always, that leaves you this feeling of I just don't have enough creation points to make the guy I want to make. Which will come. Reality is, I'm just being greedy.
Well, I mean, you could always make them older.
Yeah, that definitely crossed my mind. Actually, my initial age was actually something like 48. Something I was going to really kind of push it out there, maybe even 50, just to kind of, see what I could do with that. But I figured I'd actually go with a little bit younger to have some extra health and some extra vitality, just to balance out shenanigans.
Yeah, I mean, I could have seen you playing like, someone who's got the story. I used to be a dick millionaire like you, but then I took a peasant to the knee.
Yeah, children will do that.
That's they definitely, and that it's kind of fun to be able to have that sort of range. I always think about D&D characters. You always end up starting with like an age within a certain range based on the race, and like maybe a little bit based on your level. But it was never like viable or interesting to start with a 50-year-old character. It's like, all right, penalties, yay.
Yeah. And
So
I think it'd be cool to start with an older character.
yeah,
I know I sound terrible. Oh, can I say I have a cold? Anyway, I think it would be cool to roll a character an older, or maybe even elderly, depending on your scenario, and make them like a storyteller. I mean,
yeah,
in terms
Yeah,
of
my Tide's End character is a 51-year-old painter.
there you
Cool.
go. That makes sense. That works.
It was fun listening to the backstories and kind of helping flesh it. That was a really fun thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, I think especially for Theleston, there's so much diversity in the design that we aren't really, I mean, in my mind, we'll have to see what actually happens, but in my mind, we're not necessarily going for adventurers.
Yeah, definitely not. And the character I created, I would not actually consider an adventurer by any means. I think this will be probably a person who has struggled, maybe, but has always attempted to be behind the scenes and out of any direct involvement. Trying to do, at least not with the adventuring type. Someone wants to steal something or liberate something and bring it to him, great. Definitely not going to be the one who wants to go out there and do it himself.
We'll have to see how long they survive. But
Yeah.
I don't actually project him having a huge lifespan, but partly just because of early poor decisions that may happen. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm not thoroughly attached to the guy yet, so.
That's the other fun thing is it's, totally fine to always look at every character in every campaign as a possible throwaway character. Because, yeah, you might just want to do something stupid with them, and it might be, a series of consequences, and do it a few times. It's like, oh, well, you've taken all this temporal damage from all the times you died, and the fetchers came to get you. So, next session, new character. That it's fun. There's definitely enjoyment to be had to have a character that you intentionally drive mad without magic, just like doing stupid things, eating mushrooms and berries and things they shouldn't be eating, and like barely surviving after tripping out or whatever. Yeah, having characters that are prone to death is not a bad thing at all for the world of Theleston. It's just, the narrator's got to be ready to deal with it.
yeah, I'm not sure what kind of gameplay I'd be going for. When I was playing D&D, especially back in the day, I want my characters to be fantasy book characters that last for trilogies. I don't know that I necessarily want that for Theleston. It depends on what my role in the my role as a player would be, actually, not just my role as a character. But
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be interesting though. I tend to, and it's a different approach. I agree. In D&D, I certainly made characters that I wanted to hang around for a while, if possible. It didn't always work for me. I've often found that I, as a player, have a certain compulsion for spontaneous acts that don't always match up with the character, but I'll inevitably get problems from it. But in Theleston, though, this starting out, I think I have a desire to try to really just rotate through as many character types as I can think of, and try to just run through the gamut with whatever time I have, just to try them out. So I wouldn't call them throwaway, but definitely expendable heroes.
Yeah. Like the any character that Owa touches in Darkest Dungeon. Pretty much,
Right.
They might have a good run or two, but they're ultimately doomed.
yeah, I mean,
'Cause some
not
cheap
RPG.
caretaker doesn't want to give them enough torches.
So
All right. So I'm going to bring up the latest of the character creator. It's still in prototype, and there are going to be features that are patron only, and some that are public available. So should be interesting later on to see when that division occurs, and more people basically signing on for it. It was something that was actually mentioned if you're in the Discord channel, in the pen and paper, when you posted the information. I don't have it available right now. Which ones are the exclusive features?
Interesting.
I think it was tracking of your sovereigns and coins, and a couple other ones.
currently it showed gears included in the app, sovereigns and bits and players, gold on hand is available. These are available to everyone. So, and fixed a bug that was causing pool values that I believe Diggs was the one who pointed out, or Nero. And then they've got combat ranges for all weapons, base damage for all weapons, base damage mitigation for the two armor types currently included. More to come in more descriptions. versions. I don't think there's a huge lag time between when the two become, or when non-patron versions become available, but we've definitely been getting them early on, which has been nice as we've been kind of plotting out the characters and changing them for the playtest.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna just take a moment here to get everything positioned. There we go. Alright, now you folks can see everything that we're going to be working on here all in one shot. So we're going to go to create character. They are normal, they're not heroic or epic. An epic baker would be a wonderful, fun character to play, but that is not what we're going with here. Alright. So we've got the character name there.
You might want to read what those say. Neuro, they're kind of hard to see.
Okay. So yeah, we got character name here. Next to it is age. It starts at 17, but we're going to click it up to 31, which is what his actual age is. It looks like... Oh, no, never mind. Health is based on when you actually expend the attributes. That's right. So, he is 3 brawn. He can move sacks of things around. Physique... Oh, whoops. Physique 4. Intellect 5. He is a smart fella. Charm 5. Gotta be charming. Sell them buns. Resilience of 5. Reflexes of 5. And perception of 5. There we go. Pretty well-rounded character. And that gives him a health of 45.
Okay, wait. Perception was down to 2?
Perception?
Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah, now I got it. 2 was just the default 1 plus 1 for age. So, just kind of looking at it, what we've got on the character sheet over here, lifespan 690, that lines up. Spirit 900, health 45, 40 mana, stamina is 90, so, you know, all of that stuff. Madness 0, fortunately. It's a good place to start for something like this, and 108 points to work with. So, I guess the only thing that isn't here, and I guess maybe it should go on the character sheet, but it doesn't really affect anything attribute-wise, is height.
Hype?
Height.
Huh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe a build description as well or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Just kind of, that'd be kind of an information thing. But you can see the gold at the upper right, and that's based on 10 times his age.
Alright, just checking in. Diggs and Sale mentioned the video's not working. It's working for me, and it seems to be working for other people, but maybe something you can run on your end to...
It's not really
just refresh
anything
it,
I
that's
can
what they do.
adjust. It's it is what it is, and you know I don't want to interrupt the recording that's going on either. So
Sure.
you know, it just you got to refresh. Maybe try Control F5.
Control F5.
Yeah, that's more of a hard refresh rather than just a kind of soft one. It's it eats the cookies and stuff, I think. Alright, so let's move on down here. So skills, we've got dodge. No parry. Cut and thrust fighting. He has daggers 2. And let's see, any other cut and thrusting.
Oh, nice. So the information for whatever you're mousing over, when you click it like that, shows down below.
Yeah.
For those that have them, yep.
Yeah. And, Snipe said something up there about having a pop-up that you hover over the age field and it shows what the age mod is. That'd be really cool, actually.
Yeah, it would be.
That or like a little question mark thing right here that when you click it, it just opens the table and shows what the ranges give you. Either way. Or both. I don't know. Make it as polished as you want, sir.
And also just to tap back, most people probably got a chance to read it, but if not, so they're just staggering the releases for patrons and non-patrons, so essentially nothing's being actually denied to anyone. It's just that as new features come out, they're being released to patrons first, and then every other week or so, the build goes out to everyone.
Okay,
It
good.
really just means your patrons are your guinea pigs. So.
Alright. Oh, well, it's already summertime. The lights flicker. I hope the power doesn't go out. Summer in SoCal. Spring's over. It's pretty much right, Diggs?
Almost.
It's pretty hot over there for you too, isn't it?
Yeah, today's great, actually.
Boggles my mind how fast that comes for you. It's still 6 degrees outside, and I've got 5 feet of snow in my front yard and back.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, we're in Los Angeles, so it's always until it's raining. It was
Yeah.
raining.
Yeah, they don't
like
really have a winter there, but
2 or 3
Yeah,
months
but
of
I mean, still, it
rain.
just seems so odd. I mean, geographically, it seems like it's not that far away, but you're more south, and it just kind of catches me off guard every now and then. Same with our friends in Denver. Like, oh yeah, it's been like 50s, 60s, and then
Oh, yeah.
it's cold today, and I'm just like, that's cute.
yeah, we need moisture badly here. We have not had much of a winter.
Yes, the rolling brownettes indeed, Snipe. That's what I'm hoping. We'll wait until after the show here.
Snipe, I like that.
So-
Height class, small, medium, large, with the narrator deciding if that matters for actions.
That's cool. I mean, it's kind of a funny thing I've been thinking about more and more with like fitness and stuff. The people that can lift the heaviest stuff the fastest, it turns out, are actually people that are smaller, because all the levers have less distance they have to cover with everything. So, it makes sense that someone who's smaller but like totally, beefed out and yoked and just like hits like a ton of bricks will be able to hit like a ton of bricks a little faster and potentially even a little harder than someone that's taller. Just, if they get in close, they can really, really do some damage. So, kind of funny thing to think about. So, we've got a few of the skills now. Let's see. I'm going to try to find cooking and brewing here.
Yeah, but I mean, that's kind of weird, because you can be small and large at the same time.
Height-wise, short, but, just bulging with muscle.
Or fat.
Or fat. That's true. Or both. If you're that fat, there's definitely muscle under there. Hey, Verde. Alright, let's see.
Yeah,
There's...
Verde knows all about the fat part.
Let's see, negotiation, gossip. No, I don't think he's got anything in that set.
I thought he had, negotiation, gossip.
Yeah, he does, but they're not in performance. They're somewhere else.
Oh, yeah, no, they're under,
Alright, here we go. Brewing. It doesn't have the details filled in yet, but I think we have a pretty good idea of what that's all about. Cooking. Of course, this guy's got cooking. That's business. Um,
Is it under provisioning?
Ranging. Yeah, I think you might be right. Provisioning, cartography. Yeah, no, cooking is elsewhere. Ranging. Does it have awareness? No. Climbing, pathfinding, tracking.
Provisioning is cooking,
Oh.
as well as brewing.
Oh.
Or brewing
Um.
are under provision, I should say.
Yeah, we've got brewing, cooking. Was there anything else? The butchering is the one I was looking for. Butchering and herbology.
Might be under survival.
Survival and butchering, yep.
Yep, there we go. Butchering, herbology, skinning. Get all the fur off and fry it up.
That sounds really gross.
Eh. I got a bag of chicharrones for my GDC trip because I looked at all the things in the snack aisle and it was the only thing with a good like protein to fat to carb ratio. So I ate pork rinds. Deal with it.
Intrigue covers your gossip.
Intrigue?
Yep.
Where is that at?
Under intrigue. Because I've already added it on my character. I didn't look at where they.
Oh, I see. He's got alchemy, I believe.
Intrigue.
Yep.
It's all sorted alphabetically, so it's just under.
Oh yeah, that would be kind of a neat thing to be able to sort alphabetically rather than sort by category.
But the categories are listed alphabetically.
Yeah, they are until you get a little further. Actually, no. The categories aren't sorted out. The contents of the categories.
Oh, you're right. No, you're right. They are. Yeah. Huh. It looked like it was, but it isn't.
Hmm.
Well, I'll be. So, well, in which case, intrigue is up more towards the top.
Let's see. Archaeology, lore. He is definitely a lore. No archaeology. He's not a symbology. Agriculture. Let's see. Farming, fishing. Harvesting. Husbandry. Well, yeah, those are his sorts of things. Doesn't make any of that stuff. Negotiation is definitely one of his skills, though. Naval engineering? Nope. That was a joke, of course. He obviously wouldn't have anything to do with naval engineering. Or maybe he would. Maybe he played with toy boats as a kid. Who knows? Whatever. We didn't build that in though. Mineralogy, mining. There we go. Gossip and investigation. Alright, cooking, brewing, butchering, negotiation, gossip, investigation. I think business etiquette is the only one we're missing.
Yeah, which was a.
Here it is. Oh, it's performance.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, so let's go from the top here. Dodge was actually 3. He's a very dodgy fella. Daggers, we gave him 2. Improvised combat, gave him 2. Nothing like taking a frying pan off of the fire and smacking someone in the face with it. That'll leave a mark. You have to get a fleshcraft mend on that one. Unarmed. Or just throwing a pot of boiled whatever at somebody. I'm sure that's another one that
Yeah.
is in his arsenal.
As long
Unarmed.
as you have the strength to actually heave that pot of water in such a way where you don't just drop it on yourself instead.
Yeah, a small pot of
Reflexes.
water. It doesn't need to be a giant pot.
You don't cook small in a kitchen. A commercial kitchen anyways.
Yeah, well, I mean, big pot is something. You just take a small pot and scoop it up like a little saucepan. You know, you're good to go. You got something that's nice and flingable, even has a good lever to it. Kitchen combat, serious business. You do not want to be caught in a kitchen fight with this guy. He will melt your face.
Iron chef. With this stomach and resilience, maybe. So,
Butchering 2, herbology 2, alchemy 1, lore 1, and negotiations 3. He needs to be able to get them deals. Gossip 2. Investigation 3. Business etiquette of 2. Alright, and all the points and everything line up here.
We got everything we wanted.
I think so,
Yep,
yeah.
everything has been added correctly.
Cool.
Cool.
Now on to
Do we have
the
any
fun
points left over? We have our two.
We've got our 2 points, which I am totally fine holding.